Get out the insurance cards, get out the copays. The office is open, my friends. Brought to you by drroto.com.
Hey there, everybody, it's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. All right, it is the First Look podcast. Maddie can't be here today, but I'm doing it. And you know, this is my visceral response. What am I thinking about these games before I really get into my deep analysis and break it all down? Right now, I'm going to start with the AFC, the two games there. Tennessee, Cincinnati, 1 versus 4. Are the Titans good enough to take this trip to the Super Bowl? Maybe. Is Cincinnati good enough to beat the Titans? Yes. Styles make fights. And in this case, you've got Cincinnati, who can throw the ball real well, and Tennessee, who doesn't stop the pass very well. You've got Tennessee, who runs the ball really well, and you've got Cincinnati, who doesn't stop the run very well. So I often say that these games come down to the coin toss. Who is going to play better early in the game? If Cincinnati gets that ball early in the first quarter and they are throwing against the Titans and they are putting the Titans down 7-0, 10-0, something like that, and now Ryan Tannehill has to pass that football, the Titans they don't have as good a chance of winning as if Derrick Henry starts out that game. They had these long sustained drives or Tannehill's throwing short passes to his tight ends and his receivers. Henry's getting 5 and 6, yards at a clip. And all of a sudden, now they're winning 10-0, and Cincinnati has to throw, but Tennessee can now get their pass rush there, right? So it's all going to be about who takes that early lead and who can dictate what the other team is forced to doing. When Joe Burrow is throwing because he wants to, now you're integrating him, you're integrating his receivers, you're integrating the deep passes, you're integrating Joe Mixon. But when he has to, now you got Bud Dupree and other guys teeing off on him. Right now, you're coming after Joe Burrow, and that Bengals offensive line is not very good. So it really is going to be a very interesting game, but I think we're going to have our answer to the winner in the first quarter. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking here. Buffalo against Kansas City. This is the game. I think whoever wins this game is going to the Super Bowl. I believe these teams feel that way. The only thing I don't want to see happen here is that the winner of this game overlooks Tennessee or Cincinnati, because that would be a mistake. They're two very well-coached teams. I think it comes down to this. I think the teams who can beat Buffalo are the ones who can run the ball down their throats. Tennessee can beat Buffalo. Indianapolis kind of did beat Buffalo. I'm not sure that Edwards-Helaire, Darrell Williams, Jerick McKinnon, and those guys are the running game that can beat Buffalo, because Buffalo needs to get kicked in the teeth. Boom, you come right at them. Some big dude goes right in the line. They can't handle that. But those little guys who run outside, Buffalo can handle those guys. Buffalo's linebackers go side to side much better than they go north to south. So I think when there's a running back who's trying to turn the corner, Terrell Edmonds and his buddies are there. But when you come right at them, they're like, whoa, I can't handle that. So I'm not sure that Kansas City's running game is built to beat Buffalo. Now, Patrick Mahomes, he's built to beat anybody. Travis Kelce, great player. Buffalo, a little stingy against tight ends. Really one of the better teams against tight ends. I think the interesting players in this game are, firstly, Tyreek Hill, who's been MIA. I mean, completely MIA. And Byron Pringle, who has been magnificent, by the way. Pringle has been a revelation recently, and I was on him in the beginning of this year. And he did nothing. And then I was like, what's going on here? Too much Hardman, Robinson, Josh Gordon. But the truth of the matter is this, and I never stayed away from this comment. When the Chiefs are down, Patrick Mahomes looks for Pringle. He trusts Pringle. There's something to be said for that. The trust factor is enormous when you are playing at this level. I think Pringle is the X factor here. We know what Hill's going to do. We know what Kelsey's going to do. We know what the running game is going to do. But if Pringle is this true number 2 receiver, Buffalo could be in trouble. Now, Buffalo, no Tre'Davious White. It's a problem. But Buffalo's got really good safeties. Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, 2 of the best safeties that exist. Levi Wallace, good player. It's a very well-coached team. This is a team that goes back and makes the adjustments at halftime and gets better. Buffalo gets better as the game goes on. Sean McDermott, Brian Dable, smart dudes. Smart dudes. They don't make mistakes. And what I like about both teams is that they keep the pedal to the metal. They don't stop, they go. This moment is not too big for Josh Allen. I believe this is the Bills' time, and what separates the Bills this year from years past are 2 things. Actually 3, to be quite honest with you. One, the emergence of Dawson Knox, who has absolutely been a player that Josh Allen looks for. 2, the emergence of Devin Singletary, who's looked tremendous. And 3, the emergence of Gabriel Davis, who should have been the starting number 2 receiver. But, Emmanuel Sanders comes in. But Emmanuel Sanders used to be great. But Gabriel Davis is great right now. And he's very good in the red zone. So I think that if Singletary can actually run against the Chiefs, it will help Josh Allen even more. You've got Cole Beasley, you've got Isaiah McKenzie, you've got Gabriel Davis, you've got Emmanuel Sanders. Oh, by the way, you've got Stephon Diggs. You've got a lot of deep receivers. The Chiefs don't give up big plays, but the Bills don't need the big plays. They're not a down-the-field offense like that, right? They're a 10, 15-yard pass play at a time offense. So I really do like Buffalo this week, and I think it's going to be a great game. Heading out to the NFC. Green Bay and San Francisco. So, look, I told you that San Francisco was going to win last week. I think they're better coached than Dallas. And I think they may be better coached this week. But Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. And I know that's the most basic thing I've ever said on one of these podcasts. But do you trust Dak Prescott? Because I don't. But I do trust Aaron Rodgers. I trust Devontae Adams. I trust Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. And they don't have a lot of weapons. I mean, Alan Lazard, come on. DeGuara, come on. Valdez-Scantling, whatever. Doesn't matter. Aaron Rodgers makes the plays. San Francisco is going to be in very, very cold weather. Green Bay's defense is a bend, don't break defense. They don't make big plays like the Cowboys, but they don't get beat like the Cowboys either. I think Deebo Samuel will be good, but not amazing. I think Ayuk is going to be okay. I think the key to San Francisco in this game, 2 things. 1, Elijah Mitchell running that football. And 2, please, where's George Kittle? I'm putting out an APB for George Kittle. If George Kittle in this box score goes 6 for 80 and Elijah Mitchell gets 80 yards rushing, you could see an upset here. I don't think that's going to happen because Aaron Rodgers is going to control that line of scrimmage. He's going to control the pace of this game. This game is going to be played at a snail's pace. Long, sustained drives. This game is going to be in the high 40s. Maybe it hits 50. But I could see like 24-21, 27-23, something like that. Like Green Bay in this one, just because of Aaron Rodgers. And now we get down to, I think, the most exciting game, the other most exciting game. So I think Buffalo, Kansas City is a great game. And I think that the Rams and Tampa Bay is a great game. Sadly, and I do mean this, sadly, because I'm down here in Southwest Florida. I think the loss of Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown is going to be the difference. Beckham came to play last week. Tampa Bay's got to account for Beckham. You got to account for Higbee. You got to account for Van Jefferson. You got to account for Cam Akers, who looked really good, by the way, and he could have had a couple of bigger plays that he missed. He was wide open on one pass play, and he dropped it. Oh, by the way, did I mention Cooper Kupp? Because I don't know whether Tampa has an answer for him. So for me, the Rams come down to 2 things. 1, will Matthew Stafford play like he did last week? The confident Matthew Stafford, not the error-ridden Matthew Stafford. And 2, Can the Rams defense pressure Brady? If they do, they win. If you let Tom Brady back there, he'll carve you up. Mike Evans, don't tell me Jalen Ramsey. Mike Evans, a big guy. Hard to cover Mike Evans. Rob Gronkowski, nobody covers Gronk. And the Rams are not very good against tight ends. But the Scotty Millers, the Tyler Johnsons, the Brashad Perrimans, blah, 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 blah. The running game is going to be non-existent. I think Keyshawn Vaughn will have a role in this game, or Leonard Fournette if he actually comes back for it. I don't know if that's going to be the case. We'll have to see. I'm not sure yet. I'm hopeful. Let me take a look here, please. Please hold. Please continue to hold. Thank you for holding. Yeah, Leonard Fournette, I'm looking here. He's practicing Thursday. That's a good sign. I think but is Fournette healthy? We don't know. But I think Keyshawn Vaughn or Fournette are going to be important here. Ronald Jones, I don't care if Ronald Jones is healthy. I can't imagine him playing. He doesn't block well. He doesn't catch well. And if you don't do these two things, Aaron Donald is going to hurt Tom Brady. And if you don't have Tom Brady, this game's over right now. So my early prediction of the Rams here. So if I'm right now, the visceral response, Cincinnati, Buffalo, Green Bay, Rams. We'll see how I feel on Saturday morning when I talk about it on SiriusXM. So a couple things for you. First of all, Friday Night Lights video, we're doing it. Check it right here. We'll probably put it out live for everybody to see. I think that's the best way to do it. Secondly, SiriusXM, Saturday and Sunday morning, 9 to 11 a.m. I'm there talking football, talking college basketball DFS, talking PGA DFS. We're breaking down a little baseball. We're doing it all. All right, guys, time now to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. Catch you all soon. This is Dr. Roto saying be well and take care.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. And until the next visit, be well and take care.